I've had to restart y'all's reading at least 4 or 5 times because technical difficulties. I'm not even going to talk about it. We're just going to start over. No, I didn't have to go all the way through from the, like, I didn't record the whole thing. I kept recording like the first 30 seconds and it was just off. So here we go, Virgo. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Things, and I'm your host, Boogie down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the Virgos. Virgo. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you if you have Virgo as a sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or south node sign. Let's get into this. I'm ready to get past this first part of the reading. So, quick shout out to my Patreon. I did the early access reading for Virgo yesterday, so I want to see if this reading is going to correspond with that one. So let's flip over these cards, even though I already flipped them over the first time. But I think that y'all had this card in the last reading. Somebody please fact check me. Fact check. That's kind of like a tongue twister. But surrender your addictions. So whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. And then you have surrender to passion. So there's something here that you could be using as an unhealthy way to cope. Could be any of those things that I mentioned, or you might have your own addictions and you need to transform whatever that is into some type of passion instead, or something that's actually going to benefit you and that's exciting for you. Could be something spiritual. Maybe you need some type of spiritual healing, or you're going to be diving into a spiritual practice, or something intuitive is going to be happening for you, or you're becoming more self-aware and you're seeing that certain habits you have or certain things that you do are actually more of an addiction than anything. Okay? And you're like, oh, I need to kind of change this. So as you find more peace, that's going to help. And then you have Spider. Again, who has Spider? It was either Aries or Scorpio, or both. I don't know what's going on with these repeating cards, but those 3 cards fell out for you, Virgo. All right, so let's get into this reading. I'm glad to finally make it past that first part. Okay. Whew. So, addictions. Again, I think y'all are the ones that had that card. Y'all have been the only ones that got it in a while, if it is. So, what's the energy for Virgo at this time? What is the energy for Virgo placements right? Ooh, Ace of Wands. Okay, there is something. Oh, wait. Hold on. Got this card flipped over. That was 8 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands is here. What else do we have for Virgo? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. 6 of Cups. Y'all got that yesterday in your early access reading. Tell me more. Fool card. Queen of Wands. Ooh. What's going on? All right, so tell me more for Virgo. What other energy is here? And we're going to clarify that 6 of Cups. Judgment card. 10 of Pentacles. Y'all always get that. 5 of Cups. Okay, so this energy is very mixed. Okay, so you got some good stuff here, and then maybe some emotions that are getting in the way. So first and foremost, Virgo, you got the Ace of Wands. So many of you are about to experience some type of new exciting possibility, a new activity. You got Fool card, Queen of Wands, and Ace of Wands. So something that is going to give you a boost in your self-confidence, or give you a boost of excitement here. All right, others of you, you could be overthinking this with the Judgment card in reverse. Maybe you're really focused on things that set you back in the past, or held you back, or you're still focusing on what went wrong. And when you stay in that mindset with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it keeps making you feel like you're going backwards, even if you have some type of new experience coming towards you. And for many of you, this is likely going to be something that's a spiritual type of situation. You got the Hierophant here. It could be a Taurus involved. Taurus. A Taurus involved. Let me clarify some of these things here. Let's see. What's the 6 of Cups about for Virgo? What's this 6 of Cups in regards to for Virgo coming towards them? 5 of Pentacles. We are in retrograde, so some of you could hear from somebody from your past. Tell me more for 6 of Cups. 2 of Cups in reverse. Virgo, I see a reconciliation coming your way. Wait, I was going to clarify something else. And what about the the Ace of Wands here for Virgo and the Fool. What can you tell me about that? All right, so it's only a matter of time to see like exactly why something from your past is returning to you, because you have the Six of Cups here clarified by the Two of Cups in reverse. So one of two things. It could be this in the literal sense where something from your past is coming back up, like past emotions for a person or somebody literally comes towards you. But for many of you, I feel like okay, don't attack me, Virgos, because you know I'm a Virgo too. But sometimes we do have this tendency to go back to what's familiar with the Six of Cups upright. And it does prevent us a lot of the times from being able to experience new things. And an addiction for you could be going back to the past situations, whether this is mentally, like you're mentally unable to allow yourself to fully embrace and accept the future, or you literally go back to somebody from your past and you go back and you go back and you go back, or you let them in, you let them in, you let them in. So with Mercury retrograde energies, this could be some type of test for you. Judgment card, if you're going to not learn the lessons from the past. There is something that is coming back around, and for many of you this is a test. All right, I hate to say it. It's a test, Two of Wands, to see how much you've learned, to see how much you've grown, to see if you're going to make better decisions moving forward. Okay? This could be a test for your health, because the Mercury retrograde is happening in your 6th house of health and wellness. So for some of you, you are going to get, not ambushed, I don't know why I heard ambushed, but you're going to get presented with a situation that has happened before or is very similar to something that's happened in the past. And it'll be up to you, Two of Wands, how you're going to proceed this time around. What are you going to do differently? Are you going to make the same choices? Are you going to fall back into the same patterns, addictions, unhealthy behaviors? Not to be dramatic and say like your life is on the line, but I do feel like if you make the right decision, Queen of Swords here was clarifying, I forgot what, I think the Ace of Wands, and you're very stern, you're strict, you're disciplined with yourself about what you need to do, or you're like, I'm not going to do this same thing again, or I'm not going to fall into the same habit, or I'm not going to do what I did last time. I think that's going to change everything. All right, Ten of Pentacles is going to actually make you feel stronger in the future. It's going to make you more stable. Now, like I said, for many of you, this is in regards to a specific person, okay, or something that you know that you have a weakness for, okay, whatever weakness that is, it could come up now. So anything else for Virgo? Anything else for Virgo at this time that they need to be aware of before we go into advice? King of Cups reverse. Why do you always get that? Eight of Wands in reverse. Why do you always get the King of Cups in reverse? Like, what's that about? Is there a certain water sign? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What else do we have for Virgo here? Sorry, it's too many cards coming out at once. Okay. Yeah, we're not taking all of those. Ace of Swords reverse, Five of Swords. So yeah, I think you have the Eight of Wands in reverse, so make sure you're slowing down to make the best decisions. Ace of Swords in reverse. Try to come from a place of clarity here. Some of you are just moving off of your emotions. King of Cups in reverse. Instead of really diving deep and listening to your intuition, there's a blockage there. So needing to really just pay attention to what you're putting in your body, the people that you're surrounding yourself around. Like I said, there's going to be some type of test that comes up to see if you're going to fall back into the same pattern. And this is most likely in the form of a certain person. Instead of just Five of Swords, letting it bygones be bygones, like not accepting the challenge, so to speak, because Five of Swords can be a challenge. Just really slowing down and checking in with yourself and saying, okay, where am I, could be emotionally codependent on this thing or this person. Why do I keep slipping back up into this habit, etc. Okay. And where could, like, usually when addictions form, there's some type of void that's trying to be filled. And, you know, if you're not careful or you don't have as much awareness as you should when it comes down to why you could end up using things to fill it, like people especially. That's why, you know, we could end up in unhealthy relationship dynamics a lot of times, because you're not as aware that there's another void that actually is trying to be filled from that, not necessarily can be filled by that person. Okay, and that's why they're saying surrender to passion. Do something that can actually help you, distract you in a healthy way, and you can pour into that, and that might make you fill that void. All right, so what's the advice for Virgo? Six of Swords. You just had the Six of Swords in that spread. I don't remember if I showed it, but you had it. Six of Swords. What else we got for Virgo? Whoa. Two of Swords. Strength card. Anything else for Virgo as advice? Four of Swords. Five of Cups. Ten of Cups. Ace of Swords. Chariot. Alright, so Lover's card in reverse. You got the Two of Cups in the bottom. I'll clarify. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Leo. But for many of you, like, you have an addiction as well to trying to fix something. Like, you know, Virgo, we do have that perfectionism in us. So some of you have addictions when it comes down to trying to fix your mistakes, or, you know, rework a situation to death that you just need to let it go or surrender. And there's nothing else that can necessarily be fixed from that. You know, or maybe you have regrets, or you're disappointed in your life. Maybe I can fix it. Maybe I can convince. Maybe I can, whatever it is. Five of Cups. Something about your disappointment in the situation, and you feel like maybe there's more you could do or more you could have done. And so you keep, you know, anything can be an addiction. And, you know, stuff like that, mental addictions, trying to fix people, fix things, can be an addiction. So think about any type of thing that you do constantly when you're feeling uneasy or any negative emotions. It could be that. Some of you just need to rest, okay? Just go to sleep. Go to sleep, Virgo. Take a nap. Or maybe you just need more rest in your body. That's going to help you feel stronger. Strength card, you need to work on controlling your impulses and not just acting on those high emotions. Like I said, with that King of Cups in reverse, you could really suppress, and then when there's something that comes up, you just act because you're not actively dealing with the feelings and the emotions that come along with it. Could be Cancer, Pisces in the mix as well. You got the Chariot and the Hanged Man. Some of you are ready to experience a new cycle in your life with the World card, the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Swords. All of those encourage you to move forward, as well as the Chariot, to move on. All right, and the Lover's card in reverse could be pointing to a relationship that is no longer serving you. And maybe you just haven't made amends with that, or you are not accepting that. Like, especially if it's with the Gemini. Tell me about the Lovers in reverse for Virgo. Aries, Emperor, Death. Yeah, it's something that you haven't, like, let go of yet. You got the Death card. It just flipped out in reverse. Scorpio. We got a lot of signs here, y'all. We got all the signs. So this will definitely resonate with you if you're one of these signs in your chart with Virgo, or you're dealing with them. All right, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Leo. All right, who did I call? So yeah, it's about something that the Death card in reverse, you're kind of refusing the ending, refusing to let it go, possibly, and it's become an addiction for you to prove yourself or fix it or go back to it. And you know that it always comes back around, and it is coming back around as a test to see if you're gonna, or you try to change yourself, something. There's an addiction when it comes down to a relationship or relationship patterns that you have, and you're going to constantly be stuck in this cycle instead of starting a new cycle with the World card if you continue to hold on to that, and instead of letting it go, or you're refusing to accept that it maybe just won't work between you two, something like that. And you just really need to practice self-discipline with Temperance and the Emperor. Disciplining yourself, standing in your power, knowing that, you know, you don't have to necessarily change yourself, change anything. If it doesn't work, you know, it doesn't work. And just recognizing those patterns that you have about trying to fix things or the past is going to be important, Virgo, for your future. Woo, child. Sorry. Okay, so let's move on to some love messages here. Very intense message today, Virgo. All right. All right. So what's the one overall card for Virgo at this time in regards to love? What's one overall card for Virgo in regards to love? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay. So you could be developing romantic feelings in moving in February, or you know, you have real feelings here, but it's a matter of how you're going to explore them. So what's the advice for single Virgos? Strength card, Leo. 5 of Cups. Again, you've had the 5 of Cups 3 times in a row. Okay, accept that you're disappointed, or you were disappointed. 3 of Pentacles. That something didn't work out. Know when to control your feelings, when it's best to hold back. And that doesn't mean suppress, okay? Like I said, there's a way that you can channel those emotions in a healthy way. Okay, working out, getting healthy, music, writing, anything like that. But for many of you, you're feeling disappointed and you want to act impulsively. Tell me about the advice for those in relationships or dealing with someone actively. For Virgo, 10 of Wands. Ooh. All right, that's it. I only needed 3. So again, back to single Virgos. So you could be dealing with a Leo here. So like I said, knowing when to practice restraint and when to, like, what emotions you have to deal with. And you know, you could definitely look for ways to self-soothe outside of yourself. Like I said, any of those things: substances, drinking people, love, addiction, anything, savior complex, anything like that. Okay, but know when you have to really work with yourself and see, okay, am I looking for something outside of me that's not healthy? 5 of Cups, again, dealing with those emotions and those feelings of disappointment, but knowing that that's not all that's going to be in your life. There's always going to be more happiness. 3 of Pentacles. Could be something like, maybe look at to collaborate with something on some type of project. I just heard in my head, useful, feeling useful. So some of you have this tendency to go back to situations where you were needed, or it was like codependent in a way, because you want to feel useful. So some of you might need to look at situations where you're able to be needed, but in a healthy way. Okay, like working with other people, collaborating, where people need your ideas, they need your thoughts, and that could definitely fill that void over time. So those of you who are in something or in relationships, Knight of Cups. For some of you, 10 of Wands, something about this connection has become stressful, or there's some type of burdens here. Maybe there's something that you're trying to, like you just have a lot on your plate right now. But don't forget to make time with the Knight of Cups to be romantic, or to remind somebody that you love them. It's easy when you're stressed out to kind of neglect that part where you're like, you're not as romantic, or you're not really thinking of expressing emotions as much, okay? But Queen of Pentacles, maybe getting somebody, you know, Valentine's Day is coming up, doing something special for someone, you know, or vocalizing that you're stressed out right now and you could use some more of something from someone, okay? Like emotionally, or maybe, I don't know, something tangible, a gift, all right? So that's all that I have here for you, Virgos. That's it. If this reading resonated for you, let me know that in the comments down below. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.